Hey guys, so last month my friends and I went to Baler and it was a very exciting trip for me because it's my first time going there and the lush landscapes and the bodies of water are a refreshing escape from the city life. Our first stop is the Millennium Tree, which is the largest paleta tree in Asia. You can actually go inside the tree, but we didn't try it anymore because they said it's quite dark and claustrophobic inside. But if that's something that you want to do, then I think it would be an interesting experience to go inside a tree. Next on the agenda was lunch because we were already starving by then, and we had lunch at Kusina Luntian. Now, don't be discouraged by the modest exteriors of this place because it's definitely a must-try when you go to Baler. We were even lucky enough to sit next to musician Ebu Dancel when we were there. It's a unique dining experience because you sit on the floor and you eat with your hands. They don't actually give out utensils. The food is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend the liempo and the chicken. And of course, their pako salad. After lunch, we headed to Playa Azul to check in, and after resting for a bit, we went straight to the beach. But I didn't vlog there anymore because I didn't want my camera to get wet. For dinner, we went to Ram's Tapsilog, which looks like your typical simple eatery, but I was actually pleasantly surprised by how tender and tasty their tapa was. We had a lot of activities planned for day 2, so we started our day early with some breakfast at the hotel, and their longanisa was so delicious. We even had to ask the reception where we could get it. And if you want to get some for yourself, just go to the Baler Public Market and look for the stall of Ate Ruby. We also had some of their local suman. Our first activity was going to the Ditumabo Mother Falls, and I was really excited because it was actually my first time trekking going to a waterfall. And just as we were approaching the foot of the mountain, it was already so beautiful with all of the rocks and the cascading water.
Hello. Sumausap.
Video.
Hello.
Hey! Video. Yes. Say hello.
Hey.
Hey!
So Dan feels so adventurous already because
I'm
of
so
this
outdoorsy now
very unsteep trek.
because of this very beginner's trek.
But then it's going to be an amazing one because at the end of this trek, there's going to be Ditumabo Falls, Mother Falls.
Yes.
Which is beautiful as they say, so we're gonna check it out and see how it looks like. And it's already 8 in the morning. It's kind of like the perfect time to get there, and there's not a lot of people, so we're so excited.
Yeah, it's about a 30 to 40 minute trek going there, and we've been walking for 5 minutes and I'm already out of breath. And that's the first time they're seeing my face in this Baler vlog. Yes.
And I even did my eyebrows for you guys. Because I know you'll be seeing my face
Because
today.
everyone's so excited about the trip, going to the falls. And you know what Den does? Her eyebrows. What's more important than anything in this world, right?
Eyebrows. Look at that. Look at that background.
All about the coconuts.
It doesn't look real. It doesn't look real.
The trek wasn't too difficult, but there were portions that were a bit challenging, but it was definitely exhilarating. I didn't even expect myself to be able to survive it because I don't consider myself to be too sporty or outdoorsy, but I had such a great time. One thing that you can't ignore is how clean and clear the water is, and it was so cold. So even if you're having a difficult time trekking, once your body touches the cold water, it's so refreshing.
Almost near the falls. Hey!
I had such a great time that it makes me want to try and trek to other places and go check out other waterfalls in the Philippines. If you go to Baler, I highly recommend that you don't miss out on the Litumabo Mother Falls. It's so beautiful and it's so enjoyable to trek going there.
Oh my god, the falls!
Look at that.
Hey guys! Woo, what an experience! Woo! So we're now here by the hanging bridge and we're gonna cross it.
Yes, it's being extreme and being, you know, conquering your fear of heights.
Yes, good thing we both don't have a fear of heights. Crossing the bridge. Yay! Hashtag may the bridges I burn light the way. Hashtag we'll cross the bridge when we get there.
How was it?
It's nice. It's a little wobbly, but it's still manageable. And I love the view.
So it's like there's an island
Yes. And it's
inside the
slanted,
lake.
though.
Yeah, it's a bit slanted.
Yeah.
To the left.
To the left. Yeah.
And that's kind of like I think that's the beach, right?
Yeah. That's the beach.
After the hanging bridge, we then had lunch at Picnic Bay Buffet.
So we're now having lunch at Picnic Buffet, and it's basically a buffet of Filipino food with some of their local dishes like pako salad
I got nothing but pako salad.
and
Like ginataang pako
ginataang pako.
and ensaladang pako.
And the best part about this restaurant is the view. Because while you're eating,
We got a beachfront, baby.
it's a beachfront view.
Feel the wind off the waves.
After lunch, we continued our day tour and we went to the rooftop of the Pag-asa station in Baler, where we got to see a 360-degree view of Baler, including the Casalarian Cove. Then we went to see the Anyao Islet, the lighthouse, and the famous rock formations. Next is the Guisit Falls, which I honestly didn't think I'd be able to climb because there wasn't any trek, it was literally rock climbing. But I'm very proud of myself because I was able to reach the top and I was able to see the falls up close. Next, we went to Ermita Hill, which according to history is the hill where 8 families took refuge to survive a great tsunami back then. Today, Ermita Hill is sort of like a park and is a great viewing deck to get a nice view of Baler. And there's also a trek going up to, I think, the highest point, and we had no idea that I think there were like 500 steps going up, and I was so out of breath and I so felt the burn. But again, I was so proud of myself because I didn't think I'd be able to reach the top.
Going to the Doña Aurora house.
Then we headed to the city center and we went to the Doña Aurora house, which is the house of the wife of former President Manuel L. Quezon. And the province of Aurora was actually named after her. Very near it is Museo de Baler, and to be honest, I didn't really find anything too interesting to see there, although there were some artifacts and you get to learn a little bit more about Baler's history. But if you are in the area, since it is such a landmark, it's still worth going to. We went to Yellowfin Grill, which obviously specializes in their grilled tuna. And we capped off the day with some coffee at Charlie Does. And I love that they serve local coffee, and you should definitely try their coconut scones. On our last day, we just went to the Baler Public Market to buy some pasalubong, and we bought pako because pako salad is so addicting. It's everywhere in Baler and you should definitely try it. Before heading home, we just made a quick stop at Costa Pacifica's beach house for lunch, and we had their binakol, which is chicken cooked in coconut and kare-kare. So that's it for my Baler trip. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!